Welcome to Meet the Press Now. I'm Chuck Todd reporting from Washington, and we begin today with the questionable state of political ethics and accountability in America. You'd be forgiven for not knowing which ethical or legal issue I'm referring to. Is it today's new reporting about Justice Samuel Alito's luxury vacation on a private jet with a billionaire who eventually had business before the court? That one has Democrats outraged. Or is it Hunter Biden's expected guilty plea deal on misdemeanor tax charges? That one has now Republicans up in arms. Is it the special counsel John Durham testimony on Capitol Hill about the origins of the Russian probe? It's a moment House Republicans have been eagerly awaiting and promoting. Or is it the New York Times new reporting that the former president, Donald Trump, has a lucrative business deal with Oman's government and using a Saudi government-connected real estate firm while he's running for president? The answer is all of them. Let's start on Capitol Hill, where former special counsel Durham answered lawmakers' questions about his 4-year investigation into the FBI's decision to open an investigation examining the Trump campaign's relationship with various Russian interlopers, if you will. The report was critical of the FBI and DOJ for their methods of intelligence gathering in the Russian probe. But it was not a smoking gun on the Russian probe itself that some Republicans had promised and have somehow read this report and have tried to declare anyway. Take a listen to Durham himself today.
I would like to add that although our work exposed deep concerns concerning facts about the conduct of these investigations, our report should not be read to suggest in any way that Russian election interference was not a significant threat. It was. Nor should it be read to suggest that the investigative authorities at issue no longer serve important law enforcement and national security interests. They do.
Republicans today reiterated their arguments that the Russian probe was a political hit job against the Trump campaign, ignoring obvious things like Paul Manafort, an agent, if you will, an unconfirmed agent of a Russian oligarch, being the campaign manager. And it comes as Republicans are also accusing the Department of Justice of giving Hunter Biden a sweetheart deal, after we learned yesterday that President Biden's son, Hunter, has made a deal to plead guilty to 2 misdemeanor tax charges to avoid further prosecution. Of course, all of it is at a time when the Justice Department is seeking serious charges against the presidential frontrunner of the Republican Party, Donald Trump. So it may be shocking to realize this, but 2 individuals from different parties could be facing charges at the same time. For Democrats today, the ethics issue they're outraged about has nothing to do with Hunter Biden or John Durham. It is Justice Samuel Alito and his unique response to ProPublica's reporting about his undisclosed trip with a Republican donor who had cases before the court. Alito decided to write an op-ed denying that he was friends with the donor and going as far to say is that he flew on the private jet because there was, quote, empty seat. He made this denial before the initial story actually was reported, for what it's worth. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is actively cutting new business deals with the country of Oman and the country of Saudi Arabia, while he's been pushing unsubstantiated attacks on Biden family business deals with overseas folks. So how did we get here? There's no doubt this ethical crisis has been mounting for years, if you will. The distrust across the political spectrum certainly has contributed to it. But our level of partisanship has been a dose of rocket fuel to all of it.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.